Hi guys, welcome to the second round of the Legacy Challenge. We are on the draw and we will keep this. If it is Storm, like, could be Storm, we don't know. I wanna give myself the option to turn to Galactic. Let's see. I mean, obviously Polit Delta doesn't tell you too much, but him having this super dark avatar and me not recognizing his name makes me feel it's Storm. Like, I could be totally wrong. And I probably am. Like, if this is Lightning Bolt, end of turn Brainstorm, it's either bad or he's playing a show and tell deck and missing only one key piece to do something on the second turn. Like a land or something, I don't know. Well, obviously if he wants to do something. He could have Lotus Petal, I guess. Otherwise, it would be too risky to try to find a soul land at the end of turn Brainstorm, I guess. Or is it Storm? And he's just trying to hide it by fetching... No, double walk, okay. Storm Chaser Mage, okay, now we're playing. This is interesting. Okay. I have a feeling this is gonna get a Heritage Druid at some point. So let's see. I really want to glimpse. I'm just like a very glimpsy kind of guy. I always call it, but I think I should do it like this. Name Elf. And then go for this. Usually you want to play this first and hope to hit a Cradle, so you can use this for one more mana, but since we don't know, and it's very likely he... well, I'm not too sure he has days, but he could have days. I'd rather play it like this here. I'm also gonna run this one out. Maybe he's gonna daze, which would be okay. Maybe he's not gonna daze, which makes this much better. If we use it to find Heritage Druid, because then we have much more mana. And me having the Cavern might induce a daze, like, because he's not gonna have too many options to do it, I guess. Could be straight, it's probably straight up blue-red burn, yeah. Counter burn. No attacks, doesn't it fly? Oh, he thinks he wants to play the waiting game that he's behind, okay. Anyways, if I do this, he's probably gonna try to fight over it, or at least have a response, because it could get Wildwood Symbiote, which it actually might get anyways. I feel safer getting it before the Heritage Druid. And it also allows me to replay the Visionary. Force of Will, okay. Forced Pitch Days. So he actually had the days. But he probably wanted to keep it for the Force. So at this point, do I risk it with this? Because he could have Spell Pierce or Daze, and I think it might actually be too risky to go for it right away. He's apparently sitting on a very reactive hand, because he didn't attack with the Storm Chaser Mage, so I'd rule out the more aggressive cards in his hand. So, which makes it more likely that he actually has like something to interact with this in the short term, like Spell Pierce or Daze. Gonna get Dryad Arbor here. Come on, give me the main deck Containment Priest. Okay, that's pretty good. Let's just go with this and see what his reaction is. Nothing? Nothing would be... okay, I like nothing. And then let's just draw Heritage Druid. Right, this one's fine as well. He's still sitting back. Like, I could play this and then get Heritage Druid, but actually that doesn't do too much except for, like, giving us a bit more mana, but we don't even know if we're going to need it. We might need it next turn for the Behemoth, but then we can still get it. I'm just gonna go with this and see. I might draw Cradle or something else. We're not under too... like, the board looks like we're under pressure, but our opponent isn't playing as if we were under pressure. Under pressure. That's okay. Just gonna play the land. This one. And pass the turn. Maybe I'm playing too conservatively, but yeah, I guess we'll find out. He's fetching at end of turn. Like randomly fetching at end of turn. Okay. Actually, that was so bad. He could have like waited for the Delver reveal, since he doesn't know what's on top, and then made up his mind whether he wants to draw that card or not. But he doesn't want to anymore. So now you have to draw Ponder. Yeah, you would have wanted to draw that. Would have drawn that anyways, of course. But it doesn't mean that you should like deprive yourself of the chance to get more value out of your cards, even if it's just a fetch land. So now we're looking at least 5 damage. If he finds a burn spell or something, way more. Guess he might burn the Death Shaman if he can. Didn't shuffle. So right now I'm expecting Lightning Bolt and Death Shaman and an attack. But probably... Oh, really? So maybe he found a Force of Will, or he's sitting behind a second Force of Will. That could very much be it. Ah, now a Delver. It's probably gonna flip next turn since he didn't shuffle. I could play Gaddock, have it forced, because if I play Gaddock and he doesn't force, oh, he's never gonna force again. I'm never gonna force again. Guilty cards cannot be played. No, but I'm also shutting down my Senate, so I should try to do something with the Senate first. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. I guess it's okay to just do it like this. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. If it resolves, I might actually have enough mana to go Gaddock into Behemoth. So let's see. And if it doesn't resolve, we've got pretty good odds of just getting off the Crowd Elf next turn. And I hope we get to live for another turn. Because if he finds a Bolt, we're looking at 3, 6, 9, 11 damage. Okay. This is gonna resolve. So let's say 1, 2, 3. Then get a white mana. Source does a mana. 4. Then I'm down to 2. Then these 2 untap. Then I'm 5, 6, 7, 8. And I can use this. Yeah, that should be good enough. Let's see. I don't know what he needs to win now. Usually, I mean, Gaddock is not an antique to shut down Force of Will. The entire deck is meant to shut down Force of Will. Oh, Force Pitch Force. Okay. Okay. So now I have 5, 6, 7, 8, and that's gonna be good enough. Finish him! So that's like 23, 32 damage, if I like count it correctly. 90, yeah, 32. Yeah, and just like that, we won the first game. I guess he could have been more aggressive. I don't know. Let's see. What is our plan? Like, we can't really play too much of the long game against him. So I'm taking out all of these, and this would be okay-ish, but he's way too aggressive. Like his deck, not his playstyle. I guess his playstyle was dictated by him having all these Force of Wills. What else? Like, since it's a very long game, I could even like take out one each and then go for Cabal Therapy so I can shut down Force of Will. I'm not a fan of that. I never really liked that too much. I think I'm just gonna leave it at this. So basically we took out 3 useless or slow cards for removal spells and Thalia, and yeah. This is the replacement for Thalia. Yeah, I'm just gonna go with this. How's the rest doing? Oh, our opponent is playing against Baruch. I could have told him that it's Death in Texas, I guess. He's probably playing Eldrazi. Ooh. Yeah, but we're on the draw. We will draw whatever we need. It's okay. I mean, if you mulligan hands like this with elves, you're setting yourself up for having to mulligan to 5. Because you don't have like a land or something. And right now, our 2/2 is racing, has 1/1. Rough Tumble. Okay, I guess I want to bring in Cabal Therapy. Oh man, that card is so tough to beat. At least it's a sorcery. Do it. Rough Tumble now. Maybe somewhere in his mind he could convince himself that Rough Tumbling now is the correct play. I like how crop rotation can protect at least one of our dudes from Rough Tumble. That's still not really good enough. I'm gonna play Thalia, even though she would die to Rough Tumble because it constricts his mana a lot. I mean, Rough Tumbling now wouldn't be the worst, I guess. But if I was him, I would probably want to play another creature that survives it and then Rough Tumble the following turn. Yeah, exactly. What? Doesn't it? What? It has haste, right? And it's flying. Well, whatever. Pendelhaven, yeah. Flying has pros. Well, I can't attack into this. And even if I play a dude, it doesn't help because this is still a 2/2. And if I double attack and he has a brainstorm, then he uses this to kill this. Well, he couldn't brainstorm, I guess, because of Thalia. Yeah, I guess I could double attack, but then you lose Thalia to Storm Chaser Mage, but that's stupid. I just don't want to spend my turn doing nothing and having my Pendelhaven not even protect anything from something. No good attacks. Pass. This is kind of the dream scenario for him, I guess, especially if he's sitting on a Force of Will. He's got a very good blocker, an aggressive threat, a reset button, and okay, Storm Chaser Mage getting in. Makes me feel that he would have Rough Tumble, but then he would have Rough Tumble pre-combat to get the prowess trigger. Man, they really gotta print an elf that can block. Like, a good elf that can block. It's like the aberration. That would really be amazing. Okay, this guy doesn't help too much. I guess he's fine. Since technically both of my 1/1s are still protected from Rough Tumble. But this isn't even a Rough Tumble game anymore. Like, doesn't even matter too much whether he goes for Rough Tumble or not, since I can't even attack in the first place. I guess I had an attack with this and this, but then I still lose this to any instant spell. And that would make my Cradle worse and everything, yada yada. Like, right now I want to find Decay just to stabilize and then eat the Rough Tumble eventually, and then hopefully not die to this too soon. Instead, there's more dudes. Dude. No. Can't really do anything. We just have to rip on hopefully the next turn. We might get another turn, like a second next turn, but it's not too likely. Really? If he does it like this, it makes me feel that he wanted to cast something, potentially cast something on our turn that would have costed him more than like 2 mana. Otherwise he could have main faced that brainstorm. But maybe he didn't even want to play it in the first place, since like if this guy doesn't want to attack, main facing the brainstorm or not, doesn't really change too much. And in that case maybe he should have... Oh, basic? Does he have Blood Moon? Get out. I mean, we have some tech against Blood Moon, but... Actually, if he has Rough Tumble here, he gets to attack for 5. And then if he has... we would lose to 1 burn spell. But we're almost losing to 1 burn spell anyways. Okay. At least that's a card that we can work with. It's quite obvious that we drew it this turn, so he might actually want to force the fill, just in case. Because otherwise he might draw Abrupt Decay, is what I was about to say. Let's see. It's still not great. Okay. Now we could double. Yeah, he's so sitting behind Force of Will here. I'm just thinking about what I could do. Even Ooze doesn't do anything because there's no creatures in the graveyard. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and then tap this. But then we're all in on that. That's probably wrong. I mean, we could crop rotate here. But then we're still losing to a single Force of Will. And he's pretty much guaranteed to Rough Tumble if he decay in Sector Aberration next turn. Tough. I mean, I could go for it, but it's quite obvious that, like, after we ruled out so many cards that he could potentially have, like he doesn't have Ponder, he doesn't have Brainstorm, he doesn't have any instant speed basic spell, basically that's not reactive, and he also doesn't have creatures, which narrows it down to Daze, Force of Will, and then something. So I'm very much assuming this to be countered. I guess I could get... but no. I was about to say Shaman of the Pack, but no. Because that's only -4 and then everything dies. And then Shaman alone isn't gonna do anything. It's quite bad for me here. I could get a second Wirebot and then just keep bouncing the Visionary. And also rescue 1 more creature. And since I can't do anything about the Force of Will anyways, maybe it's right to do it this way, yeah. Maybe I just convinced myself to do something really stupid. I mean, technically I had the win in hand, like especially with the crop rotation through all the soft counters in the world, but the way he's played the game very much feels like he must have Force of Will here. Okay, Deathrite Shaman doesn't help me. Like I'm gonna get one of those. I'm just browsing. The Ooze also doesn't, yeah. And here comes Quicken. Quicken Rough Tumble. No, not enough mana. I mean, I could draw a second Abrupt Decay. But the problem is I gotta fetch anyways and then I'm dead to Bolt. But I'm gonna be dead to this guy pretty soon anyways. Yeah, I think I'm happy drawing more cards. Okay. There's nothing. Like, the only thing I'm thinking about is playing the Birchall Ranger, so I don't have to crack my fetch land. Which could give me an advantage after his rough tumble, which is probably gonna come next turn, I guess. But then I'm trading this for a point of life. So next turn I can save this, I can bounce these two, and then some... Yeah, then I have a lot of stuff I can do on my turn. But then I gotta come up with something to kill this guy. So maybe I should bounce these two instead, and then have this instead of the heritage, but I could also... Another issue I have is that if I crack next turn, then I gotta tap the Pendelhaven, and then I can't save something. I guess I can, because I'm gonna use this anyways, and then these my guys are gonna untap. Yeah, okay. Actually, no, I wouldn't. Well, I would. Forget what I said. So at this point I'm putting myself dead to Lightning Bolt, but he would have been dead to Lightning Bolt last turn anyways. So I'm just hoping he doesn't have it. Okay. No blocks, but I gotta make the first move anyways, since he's got lethal damage. And then untap this, bounce this. And I even need like 3 mana to cast this Abrupt Decay, so these two wouldn't even have casted the Abrupt Decay. I wonder what he's thinking about. He could like stifle it and then respawn Force of Will is stifle and win the game because of prowess triggers. I wish Pendelhaven could target any creature, as long as it was a fair creature. He's got 7 cards in hand. How am I ever supposed to beat that? That must be rough tumble now. It's quite unfortunate that he gets to cast rough tumble and have Force of Will available. But I guess that's just how it works. Yeah, and even if he didn't have that land, Thalia would die and then he would still be able to Force of Will. Does he really want to keep up 2 lands for something? He seems to have issues casting a spell. I think there's no spell that would be worth keeping up 2 mana for and not casting Rough Tumble here. Yeah. To each creature without flying. So... Whether... I could save this and then bounce this, which is +1 card drawn. I could also save this and bounce this, which is like +2 card drawn. I could also bounce this and save this, which is +1 +2, and then I have this available. Maybe that's the best. Yeah, it seems like that's the best way I can do it. But him having 6 mana... I guess I had enough mana to crop rotate for Dryad Arbor here, but I might want to crop rotate for a second Cradle anyways, so yeah. So next turn I'm technically not dead, but very likely actually dead. So let's see. Okay, I should make sure to... Well, we're not gonna need this anyways, so I should make sure to keep a black mana around. But I also have the Bayou, I guess, but yeah. Yeah, since I have the Bayou and the crop rotation. Not the crop rotation because it can't produce black, but it can get a Gaia's Cradle, which I might need. So I don't need to play a Gaia's... Did I? Oh no, it's over here. I was like, where's my heritage, dude? Untap, bounce, replay. So basically we're looking for either a way to kill him or a way to keep him from killing us, which would be like double decay or like single decay and him not... Ah, okay, that might help. Oh, but we don't have a glimpse going. I was like, oh, cool, cool, cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 6 plus 6 is 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Because this replays at once. Assuming he doesn't have Force of Will, which he probably has. So... yeah, I guess it's better to just try and find another decay or something that gets us ahead, like a Senate or so. Or such. Also, we have Birch and Ranger for the black, so we're probably not gonna be bottlenecked on black. And now we're in trouble. I guess I just have to hope that he doesn't have an instant and doesn't flip the Ever. Or instant sorcery. Like, if his hand is all reactive spells, we could get there. Especially if we get to... like, if we get to see the next turn, it's gonna be quite good. Let's see. I'm trying to play as little other spells or cards as possible before I play Shaman of the Pack, because I want to make him second guess a potential Force of Will on this because of the other 2 unknown cards. Obviously, this is the card I want to resolve. You would lose 7. Oh yeah, 7. Okay. And then there's nothing I can do. Just sit, wait, and pray. Yeah, maybe he's gonna trade. That would be amazing. Oh, surprise, surprise. Okay, here it comes. Okay, at least this one didn't flip. So there's a chance. Oh, well, there was a chance. That's probably the card that he just drew because the Delver didn't flip. That's just good enough, yeah. I wonder what would have happened next turn. Like, you would have drawn a card for the turn, then for the Visionary. Then you would have countered the Shaman, then we would have drawn another card for the Visionary. Well, we could have also just attacked and killed him with the Deathrite Shaman activations anyways, I guess. Yeah, especially with Penlaven. Okay. Oh, annoying deck. Yeah, I guess I have to bring in the Cabal Therapies and take out something that's a bit slow. No, this card is just too good not to have it. Taking out Crop Rotation. And this. And this. This is like a numbo, kinda, but it's okay. Maybe I just want... No, I want 3. Okay, let's go with 3. I like those better on the draw, but well, I didn't bring it in on the draw this time. On the play, there like there's more variance involved, because you don't know whether you wanna like get ahead or like mess with this way to affect the board, because like obviously you don't want to play Chemotherapy in the first turn, and on the second turn you sometimes can play like 2 or 3 creatures or just a single Chemotherapy, unless there's say a Birch Ranger involved. And sometimes it's better to just get ahead, and sometimes it's better to really play it safe and not have him like sit on his rough tumble, say. And we don't know that. Okay, let's see. Oh, Bob is O2 as well, so I wouldn't feel too bad about going O2. Obviously, we're not gonna O2. Okay, I would like to play. I'm down to 10 minutes again. Man, I'm faster when I stream. Somehow when I'm recording, I'm way slower. I don't know. Why is that? He money into 5. Okay. And card top, bottom. Cards on top. Since he doesn't have the Threat Shamans, I'm gonna lead with the much stronger Lana Wives. Otherwise, I might want to lead with the Threat Shaman just to shut off his Threat Shaman. But this hand, this is one of those hands where you can play out your entire hand pretty quickly, and then you just hope that he doesn't have a rough tumble. The problem is, like, maybe I shouldn't do that, because he had a money into 5, so he's like 1 card behind. So I could try to grind it out, but it depends on like how his board develops. If he puts pressure on us, usually it's better to already have some established board when he starts putting pressure on you, because then you are like putting pressure back on him, but you're always going to be behind because of summoning sickness. So he didn't shuffle. Okay, decay. I really hope he doesn't have days here. Okay. Okay, this is all I'm gonna commit to the board for now. If he has rough tumble, it would be annoying, but it wouldn't be the end of the world. He would get 3 for 1, basically just the 2 for 1 because of this, but let's see. Then we would be even on cards, and we would be ahead. No, actually we wouldn't be too much ahead in tempo. We would have a Death Rite Shaman. And a decay to get more tempo. Like, yeah. Like, if he was to rough tumble here, I've been hit by much, much harder hitting rough tumbles. Rough tumble. No, okay, Bolt. Bolt actually makes me feel that he doesn't have rough tumble in the first place. How do you like glimpse? Maybe I should do it like this. Cradle, huh? Cradle isn't... Like, I like drawing Cradle here, but it's... Why can't I cast this? Okay. It's not exactly the card I really needed here, and because I already have a bit of mana. And... okay. At least you get to cast on Nocturnal Prop Decay if he untaps into something that we don't like. I was expecting like a much better glimpse here. But okay. At this point, there's a lot of pressure on him. He's bound to lose 2, 4, 5 life a turn. So he's really gotta come up with something. And this might be just what he needs. If he doesn't play a land here, I guess we're in good shape. Cataxian Probe, okay. And he knows what he's about to draw with the probe because of the brainstorm. So him paying the 2 life, he means he's definitely got a plan. Probably he might even just play Ponder here, I don't know. Actually, no, he wouldn't. He would Ponder and then Taxian Probe, I guess. Unless he really wants to find out what's in our hand to make his decision on something like Ponder. But now that he's gonna fetch a second time, I guess it's Stormchaser Mage. Or Ponder now, but that would be pretty bad, I guess. Unless he had 2 like really good cards in the brainstorm. Like, but then like he would have really wanted to keep 5 out of the 7 cards he saw in the brainstorm altogether. I don't know. Could also just be the Rough Tumble. Like Rough Tumble would be pretty good here. What happened? Oh yeah, he bolted it. On the other hand, if he goes for Rough Tumble, then I'm just gonna top deck Ooze and that's gonna be okay. Okay, it's Stormchaser Mage. It's less Stormchaser Mage. Oh, perfect. Perfect. Let's do it like this. Like this. Technically, I should have probably been a little more efficient on my mana, but no, it's okay. And then I should cast the Elf with this. Okay, let's see if this works. This never works on Magic Online. Maybe it works now. Ah, okay. Oh yeah, because they made it more annoying to cast Visionary now. I mean, they made it more annoying and yeah, problematic to cast it. Okay, that's great. But do I even want that? Like, he didn't cast Rough Tumble last turn, so I guess he doesn't have it. I think I don't even want to attack here. But I'm still going to use the Death Knight Shaman right away. Just because, well, no. I was thinking about maybe he has black for Tezigor or something, then he removes all the targets. But that's probably not what's happening. But since this, like, none of those are going to block anyways. Because all this, well, he has Swift Spear. Yeah, oh, he actually has the Rough Tumble now. But I guess it's still okay. Since we get to kill his dudes, so he doesn't get to put pressure on us. And then we gotta make up our mind. What do we want to save? Do we want to save the Visionary, Deathrite, or the Shaman? The Shaman is probably the worst card to save. Because he gets blocked by just too many guys. I think it's the Visionary. I mean, a Deathrite Shaman would also be pretty good. Like, if this was an empty board, would I rather draw Visionary or Deathrite? Probably Visionary into Deathrite. Actually, that was pretty stupid, right? I should have... Oh yeah, that was really stupid. I should have untapped the Deathrite, bounced this, and then used my mana to activate Deathrite to put him to 4, and then Abrupt Decay on my turn. What do I mind? Yeah, I wouldn't even have minded taking those 2 damage of the Stormchaser Mage. I was too quick on that. Anyways, I can force him to have removal. Yeah. I think you can make a case for, like, bouncing either of those, and I might actually want to... It's not clear. Which one would feel better? I would feel safer about saving the Visionary, but this puts him under a lot of... Oh, wow. Okay, this is pretty great now. I mean, I could get Ooze, I guess. Let's say I got Ooze, 1, 2, 3, then I still couldn't protect it from Bolt. But I could protect it from a second Rough Tumble, huh? The card I'm actually thinking about is about getting is Violet Symbiote, because it protects the Deathrite Shaman. But... It still dies to... Well, it doesn't die to a second Rough Tumble because I can't bounce. I'm just feeling uneasy about playing the Dryad Arbor here. Maybe I should really just get Ooze. Yeah, I'm gonna get ooze. I'm feeling oozy. And then if he has a bolt for the use, that's okay. He might actually have force of will here. Okay. I'm gonna grow it right away because there's no reason not to, and like there's a very outside chance that he has sudden shock. Which he obviously doesn't have, but like there's ways for him to interact with the use activation. Like the likelihood of him having something like that is non-zero, whereas the downside of activating it right away and not waiting until the end of turn is probably non-existent, or at least smaller. Okay, I guess he found a land. Storm Chaser Mage. If I draw a Quirion Ranger now, he's dead right away if he can't interact. Or that. But I don't even need to do it, do I? But since I'm gonna do it anyways, yeah. I just want to put him dead this turn. And force him to do something. And I'm pretty sure he could have Submerge, I guess. Or Vapor Snack. Okay. Oh, now that's annoying because now I can't activate Deathright Shaman and recast the use. Okay. You Vapor Snacked me. You should have played around Vapor Snack, I guess. Okay. I'm not gonna... Or am I gonna replay the use? I think I'm gonna replay the use. Is there a land in the graveyard? Yeah, there is. I guess he could have Vapor Snake and Submerge now. But that would still only buy time. Are there any cards that you would need to think about for so long? I'm actually not gonna use Deathright Shaman. Okay, no, this is pretty good. Another Vapor Snake? Oh, Storm Chase? No. Oh, is it Static Caster? Is it less Static Caster? Okay. Oh. He just doesn't want to die. But I guess he'll eventually have to. Let's see. The moment I do this, he kills my Dryad Hour, but that's okay. Yeah. And now I'm gonna get a Quirion Ranger. Oh, do I even need to? Huh? So I take him to 3. Untap bounce, replay. I take him to 1. And then I can't do anything? No, that's not good. So I guess I should just get Wild Symbiote once again. Since Shaman of the Pack is already gone. Yeah, and even then it's probably better to just get the Wild Symbiote. Okay. And activate this on Vapor Snake. Actually, okay, now that was actually something I probably shouldn't have done because of Snapcaster Mage. Yeah, okay, it didn't matter. Okay, so we got there. See you in the next round, guys.